Hey, what's up? Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. So today, I kind of want to go over my hand controls that I use. So, for example, this is my hand control. I'm a very, very simple person, at least everything that comes in with my disability. I have very low spasms, so my hands are pretty normal for a majority of the time, pretty calm. So this is like your normal tri-tip. This is what it's called. I will be putting up which tri-tip I use specifically. This has been the one that I started with and has been the only one. Has been my favorite one from the start. And I will put which one it is exactly. And then on the hand control on the bottom side, it's like a push and pull, they call them. But for mine, it's down to accelerate and push in a brake. So that is kind of what I want to show you guys, the mechanisms of how simple like my hand controls can be, or how simple hand controls can really be. Because a lot of people think they have to be so well, they have to, first off, they have to be appropriate to your disability. Let's start off there. Don't, just because mine is simple, don't mean yours can be simple as well. All of it, at the end of it, it comes down to your disability and what you need. And overall, I am safety first, whether people believe it or not. Other safety is my primary concern because I know I'm not a fully able-bodied human being. There's something you gotta understand, is that we are disabled human beings, and that is something, whether you like it or not, we gotta accept it. And safety first. And I am personally never gonna put anyone else's lives at risk for my enjoyment and little things that I enjoy in life. But yeah, at least for me, these hand controls have been the easiest to handle. And have been the most easiest for me, at least. The only difference and the only thing that I changed is just on the hand grip down here. If you can see, there is like a little rubber thing on it. It normally comes with like a plastic hard shell holder. Your boy moisturizes himself, and that used to scare me a lot. My hand actually used to slip off of it. So what I did, to improve that, a little mod that I did to give me a little bit of more grip, is I just went to a random bike shop and I tested every single grip they had there, because my hands are very smooth, and yeah, smooth as a baby's butt cheek. And that used to, like, it just slips. Your hands get a little bit sweaty, your hands just get moist, and they just start slipping off of everything. So that was something I just had to add a little bike grip to it. And since then, I have had zero issues with my hands slipping off or anything. Just dry them up very well, and you have zero issues. I had to record another clip because I was sitting here where I come to the gym, and I was thinking about everything that I use, and I didn't mention a key component that was actually like a little key ingredient that I found that actually made driving a whole lot easier. So when I was mentioning earlier that I don't have any steering reduction, mine is what is considered OEM, what comes factory with the vehicle. So I didn't have no assistance, so I was always turning, and because I wasn't used to it at the beginning, it was very, very tough for me. And I always had that issue in some turns. Like, I don't go out I don't go out to certain places where I'm not comfortable driving myself. I always go first. I'm a little bit of a scout. I go ahead before I take my family with me, before I take anyone with me. I do a solo dolo mission. I go check things out. If there are no crazy curves, no crazy turns that I can't handle. And at the beginning there was, when a freeway turns and you have to hold that and it turns, to the side and it's merging into another one, sometimes that was a struggle. Point is, what made it very easy is my steering wheel. My steering wheel actually made that very easy. This isn't the OEM steering wheel. This is actually a different steering wheel. It is all carbon fiber. I will put what steering wheel it is. What happened is that I also reduced because I had steering wheel heating, and when I switched the steering wheel to carbon fiber, I lost all that weight. So all that weight that it took from the counter steering, but from steering, all that weight that it took it off. So now all those little ounces or maybe a whole pound of, you know, heating that steering wheel had, now that it's gone, it is much easier to turn. The steering wheel is also much more lighter as it is carbon fiber. But yeah, that is what I had to come back and film a clip about and kind of explain why this has been a key component. It has been what it has been. But overall, yes, this is just my hand controls, really. A right angle, like I said, push in for brake, pull down for accelerate. My tri-pin, I will put which one exactly. And honestly, my steering wheel. And those have been the main components that have led me to drive and a lot of my independence. And a lot of it was also just coming to the gym and working out. This facility is just my perfect home for all that sort of stuff, and they deserve a whole video and a whole section for themselves, and that'll come later on down the line, so don't worry about that. And yeah, guys, I think that's everything as simple as when it comes to my hand controls. These are the only two things I use, and yeah, that's what makes it simple, guys. This is C5 Jeff. Thank you for being in tune for another video. Stay tuned for more, and if you have any sort of anything specific you guys want to watch specifically, feel free and recommend. Thank you very much. Have a great day.